Don't get it twisted. Kaliopi is on point during her first rehearsal at Eurovision 2016. Porig, I know that you love Kaliopi and I know you love Dona. How do you think it went?
The staging. I think Macedonia have learned from the mess they created last year. The staging this year is quite simple. It's kind of paganistic and tribal. It's got that kind of feel. There's big giant, it's hard to tell whether they're frames made of stone, and then there's flames of fire on the LED screens below that. And then the floor, it's all a lot of really warm oranges and yellows and that kind of colour. And then Kaliopi, I don't know what Kaliopi is supposed to be standing in the middle of. She's standing in kind of a silver ring while she sings Dona, 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 Donut. So it could be interpreted as a donut.
And that donut is delicious, and there is also an orb near her stunning décolletage. Right where her breast meets, there was a silver ring, so perhaps they're going to have some other rings in this performance. I love that you used the word pagan, because this is a real spiritual quality, harking back to animism, perhaps druids at Stonehenge worshipping the sun gods. This is speaking to my inner caveman, my tribal DNA. When she starts saying Dona, 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 I think of, pre-Christian rituals and rites. What I'm trying to say is, this has a universality that will speak to you regardless of your religion.
Whilst the staging is amazing, I was completely bummed by the token Kaliopi high note right at the end because it was completely unnecessary. Kaliopi's voice is phenomenal. It is so good, and she's very good at her craft. And yes, I know that she can squeal as much as she likes, but there's no use. In her 2012 entry, it was timed really well, and everyone was sort of waiting for it, like, yes, her high note's going to happen. This time it's not necessary, and I don't think it suits the mood of the song, and that's the lasting impression. That's the last thing that you get in this performance. So whilst I loved the orange tones through the staging, and as you said, it was very spiritual and very pagan, I guess, it was completely ruined for me with that unnecessary high note.
I really want them to put mute on the backing vocalist. At one point, the four of them go, Dona! And it's like, is this a cheerleading contest? Turn it down. I also have to say, and we might need to edit this out while I pause to think what it was I was going to say. Oh, yes. That I love how her voice sounds like that of a heavy smoker. It's like she's had larynx surgery. It's got this grit, this kind of tarry quality. But today, when she went for that high note, it was like a duck dying or a duck mating. And I think it may just be, it's late in the afternoon. Perhaps her voice isn't rested because she's been giving nonstop interviews. All I know is this. The haters better stop hating. Don't hate. Because the staging looked really nice. The fire, that also adds to the religious quality. Baptism by fire. I mean, I could go on for days. She has a very strong chance at making the final.
No, she doesn't.
No, she really does.
She reminds me very much of Bonnie Tyler, but not Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Bonnie Tyler, Eurovision 2013. She even had the same colour scheme on stage. Bonnie Tyler also had the wonderful quality where she sounded like she'd smoked 50 cigars before coming on. I think she's going to struggle because it's not in the same class as Crony Bello in 2012, and there's not enough neighbours to give her a boost into the final.
Okay.
I don't think that there's going to be as much of a difficulty for her to qualify as Porik may think, because she is sandwiched between Ireland and Lithuania in the running order, both of which are completely different from what Kaliopi is offering. We do have Serbia in this semi-final. I can't remember off the top of my head if there's any other Balkan nations, but Kaliopi managed to qualify for Macedonia in 2012, yes, with a better song, but Macedonia don't have the best track record when it comes to qualifying for the final either. So I think she could do it again, but it really just depends on how well she can control that raspiness of her voice in the live performance. And if she can ditch that high note, I will vote for Kaliopi.
Baby, don't ditch the high note, just improve that high note, because when you hit it, it is magic. Nicky Byrne, when the camera panned out, he disappeared. Here, when the camera pans out, Kaliopi does not disappear. You know what? Big stage, small performers. Big stage, Kaliopi, big performer. She's feeling it. I mean, it may be big, but she is bigger. In any event, what do you think? Can Kaliopi sing her way to the final Porig? I don't know. Fuck. I don't know why I'm so off. Sorry, let's just do the ending again. That's what we think. What do you think? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And Dona, forget to hit subscribe.
And please give us a big like.
See you later.
Bye.